Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wipeout. Welcome back to City Skylines. We're going to continue more or less where we left off here. I did a bit of playing around with Necropolis Cemetery just to kind of exhume all the bodies and put them into the crematoriums. So I'm just doing a bit of that right now. I did a little bit over here. Actually, you know what? Just because I did get this set up to be mostly self-contained as far as I can tell, we should be able to just simply exhume all the bodies, and most of that should go to the 4 crematoriums on site. I just want to keep those nice and available in the event of a massive death wave, which we've got a bit of got a few dead bodies here. Perhaps we might want to turn that off. We'll see. It's not too bad yet. Actually, this cemetery here, we can go ahead and start accepting bodies from it once more to help clear that out. Okay. So anyway, today we're going to go ahead, we're going to get started on expanding this. Sorry, just give me 1 sec. I want to look at this bizarre situation here because of the destruction of the dam. I think the game's still trying to figure out what to do about it. I think I broke it. Okay, well, looks like the water is slowly encroaching upon the edge of the waterfall here, which is good. There's going to be a flood of water coming along here eventually. So it should go over the edge. I'm just going to kind of watch it just because I'm fascinated. There we go. The waterfall's restoring itself. Good. Just so long as it doesn't flood the seaport again the way it did originally. Okay, so the harbor district. I'd like to expand that eventually. I'd like to expand the industrial zones as well, but I think for now we'll focus on just trying to get that population, maybe hit that last milestone if I can manage it. That would be good. So here's a question. Where do we want to put a intersection? Do we want to put one right here? Or maybe put one, say... Let's put one, say, down here. Actually... No, I think I actually do want to put one there. And then we'll figure out what we're doing. I've experimented with some stuff. I had it all planned out nicely. So I'd like to give it a try. We'll see how it works. We'll see how what I was thinking of actually pans out here. So I'm thinking originally what I experimented with was Tulane Avenue. Then we do a couple of those... we'll do something, say, like this, except it won't connect. I'd like a proper 90-degree angle there. And I'll just go to about here. And then, as much as I'm quite likely going to hate this, I'm thinking a nice intersection here, and then maybe have this road go off and probably just circle around. Could actually just have it connect over there if I want to. You know what? Maybe I will. Let's give this a try. Have it just connect like so. It's kind of wonky. Now here's where it gets a little bit... Here's where it can get a little problematic, as I was trying to put in passing lanes. Or I was trying to put in right-hand turn lanes. Proper right-hand turn lanes, the kind that we have here in Canada. Where you don't have to deal with the intersection. You can kind of just avoid it. So something like that. I'd like it to be a little more circular, though. A little more circular than this. So maybe like that. Yeah, the problem is that this isn't entirely... This is not a square intersection, so that's what makes it messy. This is the larger part of it. Also, we will not want to use the... we will not want to use these in the long run. So do that, and then that. No, it still looks like shit. I may have to redesign the intersection entirely. I do like that. I think that's what I'm looking for here, is just the tiniest little separation possible. So something like this. Like the smallest it'll allow. Like so. But then this right here is giving us too much space. So I want it to be even smaller than that. So we'll go from this point right here, and apparently it literally cannot do anything besides that. We'll see about this. Do it here, and then do that here. So you may be thinking this is crazy. This will never work. And you may be right, but we're going to try anyway. So we're going to get everything to work in this direction. We're going to go ahead and we're going to remove all the ridiculous traffic lights. Because there's, in theory, this many traffic lights. So I'm not sure what exactly I want to do with this. Ideally, I wanted it to be like just a proper intersection in a major... in my opinion, a proper intersection in a major city where you have right turns to bypass. You have to yield to pedestrians, but you have to you can bypass red lights and do basically like a right on red. At least you can in my province. It's not the case in all of Canada. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch these to one-ways. And the reason I'm doing that is in my testing, I noticed that it actually, that people would actually take advantage to go straight. They would actually take advantage of the on-ramps because the speed limit's considerably higher on that stretch. So anyway, I kind of like the look of this. I think it's kind of, even though it's a little bit ridiculous, I think it's kind of cool. So I think I'm going to leave that as is for now. That'll be the center point of our little area here, and Necropolis has been cut off from power. So let's go ahead and rectify that now, shall we? Do that. Alright. And let's get some nice roads in here, and let's start building, let's get stuff built. I think I'm gonna leave a little bit there for a dead end. And we'll build in whatever we can squeeze into this little space right here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do right here. Maybe I'll have a road pop off of this. Anyway. I don't think I want to leave the one square the way I do up further up in the commercial district and the office district. So we'll just limit some access here. Do this. So yeah, this is not going to be a very big area whatsoever. Maybe do that. And maybe have it go straight up to here. That's going to cut off power again. So let's just fix it. And I think we'll actually do something similar on the other side. Yeah, we've got a lot more space over here, actually. Can just do big, long, boring grid streets. I am perfectly fine with big, long, boring grid streets. Yeah, we could do that. Then maybe something coming off of this road? Yeah, let's do that, maybe. Here's a thought. Can have something just beyond the power line. Have it come up to, say, about here. And have it angle off and go there. Okay. And the power line's gonna die again. And we'll just do this shape right here. Kind of a bit of a fork shape there. And I think I'm just going to put in a bypass power line here for the time being. Necropolis is going to get its power cut off repeatedly otherwise. Space already occupied. What do you mean? What's going on here? Alright, so let's get rid of that section. Let's cross the road. And let's hook it up. And just as I say that I'm going to put a line up there, I think about putting road access in. Let's hold off on doing that one for now. Instead, I'll fill up this little space right here. So let's actually get this in there. And I think I'll have some fun with some curved roads on this one. Okay. Maybe just... yeah, we'll just throw a simple road up here like that. Cool. So nothing all that aesthetically pleasing. It's not as nice to look at as this zigzaggy mess, but it's also not as much of a nightmare to build around as this zigzaggy mess. Because, for example, if I put a fire station and a police station right here, it'll have some fairly decent coverage. And likewise, we can put this, and we'll drop a public school. And further up, we'll put a high school. Okay. And let's see. Alright. So we should get some water in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. We can just take it off of the main road. And yeah, we can just run pipes directly underneath. I know my overlap is terrible. Sure, that'll do good for now. And we probably want to get some subway stations in this place as well. Actually, that's a good question. Where do we want to put a subway station? So if I put it along this thing, it'd have to go in that direction. I'm thinking that I'll put one right here. It'll involve some reworking of the subway lines, but I can put it there. So let's pause that. Let's rework some of these subway lines. Yes, I know this is ridiculous, poor planning, but this is what we're going to have to do if we want to expand and just keep it being one solid line. And then for the area up there, I think I can get good enough bus service to actually feed into this one line right here, especially by just like having every bus come down here and stop. So I think that might be good. I think I can get away with it. Let's see what happens. Will the game pick up on the new subway station? Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's go ahead and drag and move the stop here. Okay. And there we go. And just one moment, folks. Cool. So let's keep going, shall we? Now that supper is out of the oven. That's what, if you guys heard a beep in the background, that's what it was. I'm gonna put in a cheater power line for now. Thinking about putting in some, gonna put in some paths, paved paths again. Sorry, I'm just trying to multitask here a little bit, guys. Alright, cool. Paved paths. Sure, let's do something here. Something there. Something there. Actually, we're probably gonna need a nice little turnaround street somewhere. This is great that these don't actually impact traffic all that much anymore, because the game does not, it will not use a intersection as a U-turn. It does not really recognize U-turns. What is going on with this car? Anyway, if we can just get Lewis Street here to be a non-priority road. So just put in a stop sign instead, like so. So there. They now have to yield to oncoming traffic, which is what we want. We'll have to get rid of all these traffic lights eventually. What in the what? Well, apparently we can zone it, so I guess we don't have to worry. Speaking of which, we might as well get started zoning stuff. Might as well. We'll do at least this section. I can just click on the right buttons. Let's also just put in a little path connecting these two. Put in a path here as well. here. We'll link them together. Link them together in a bit of a very slight crescent shape, just so we don't block out that one spot for a potentially larger building. Guess I'll draw this one. I just want it to be like this. Okay, well that is messy, but I wish you could just drag directly from roads. But it doesn't recognize that, I guess. Yeah, the game's a little funny that way. We'll do the same thing here-ish. Like so. Yeah, that is really, really ugly. Oh, and this doesn't even hook up. That's irritating. If we do that, still nothing. There we go. Just bear with me as I try to get my cursor in the correct spot. There we go. Not the prettiest thing, but it does work. And this may or may not kill a power line. Good, it doesn't. Put another one in here as well, just to make this one curve, so it'll split off in two different directions. One for this street, which is apparently just a little too short. There we go. Then another... Another for this area right here. Cool. And now neither of them hook. God damn it. Now neither of them make contact with... There. It's fixed. It's good now. Everything works. Let's get some parks in here. Throw a dog park in, why not? Playgrounds are the most efficient. Small playgrounds, you could do those all day and people would be happy with them. I'll actually throw in a couple of them. And for this side, what do we want to do over here? So I'll do that. I'll have this curve off and connect over here. And we'll probably cut it off here, I think. I'm hoping I can squeeze something in between. Yep. Okay, very good. Let's bring it up to about here. Actually, let's do it diagonal like that. I kind of like this. Actually, I'd like it a bit better if this was just a skosh longer. So what I'm going to do, and it's probably going to screw me over, going to do this, and then the worst intersection in the world. The worst turn in the world right here. Well, it is what it is. I kind of like it. I mean, I don't like these two intersections, but... Actually, could we make this less bad by doing this? Yeah, we could actually. That makes it less bad. I mean... I don't plan on zoning on this side, because there's not really any point. But... still kind of neat. Guess we can squeeze some more in here. Why not? Do I want to get rid of this middle road here? No, I don't think so. In fact, maybe I'll expand it. Yeah, let's see. How stupid is that gonna look? It's not terrible. Let's keep it for now. Let's keep it for now. Alright, so that is sorted out. Now then, subway service. I think I'm going to leave that as the only access to the subway. We will get some more schools in, however. You know what? I'm going to dump schools all over this area. Hopefully it's not a stupid idea. We will see. We'll put one school up here, actually, on this one, and then one school down here on this one. I'm going to need a dedicated bus line for this entire area. And then I'll put a school here. Probably going to need another fire service over here. Yeah, I'll put that there. Put a police station down here. We'll get a nice... throw in a couple of clinics. Should probably get some parks in here as well. And we actually have room for the massive small park, as it is called. They are not small. They are huge. Not as big as the park with trees, though. Actually, we can fit one of those monstrosities right here, so I think we'll do that. Maybe move the so-called small park into this little mess right here. How's the power grid looking? What would be really cool, actually, is if I could just cheat a little bit and use these to complete the power grid. Which is probably what I'll do. Subway service is sorted out. And for this, we can just move that over there. For now, we're going to clear out these power lines. We'll leave these down here just to let power be transferred into the southern area there. We'll put a playground in this one. We'll shove in a nice big park with trees along the main road. Any other huge things we can put in that are... I prefer to just do the in-game stuff. Plaza with picnic tables. Those are more for the commercial areas. I suppose we could look at one of these buildings. Office Park. Grand Library. Observatory. Opera House. Oppression Office. Yeah, none of these would really fit into... None of those buildings, I think, would fit into a residential area all that well. Maybe level 2 stuff. Friendly Neighborhood Park. Yeah, why not? Let's drop one of these in. Put that in here, actually. Right. Now let's get some bus lines going. So I think I'll do a bus line that services these two pieces first. So, and I think I may just make it one way. We'll see. Drop people off there. And I think we'll go along this street. We'll ignore these two streets right here. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Actually, no. No, we won't ignore these two streets. So we'll do it something like this then. It goes up. And then maybe provide some service to the areas that don't have bus stops. And then there we go. That's one. And for this one, just provide a few bus stops. And I think we'll just have a bus stop here. Yeah, we could actually just do a simple line like that, no problem. Because this one's definitely going to require at least one line. It's massive. Actually, I think I want to use this same bus line to service this one as well. I don't think that's completely unreasonable. There we go. Give it a few bus stops. And how are we ever going to deal with this? Part of me wants to just run it up and down every single road, but that seems excessive. Although, it's just servicing one area, so maybe not. You know what? Let's do that. I'm probably going to regret this, but let's do it. It'll be the milk run. Put an extra stop for the school and the clinic. And then we will have it stop there again. And then it'll come up and link up around there. There we go. That provides decent coverage. So let's go ahead and let's get our zoning done. So all of it's going to be high density, which is not what this is. So we need to right click to get rid of that. Actually, just right click to get rid of all the zoning for now. I'm not gonna paint the entire area because I don't want stuff on the highway or on the avenue roads. I don't want things on the arterial roads here. I just want stuff on the feeder roads. So put some more in here. Okay, that'll do for that one. This will be a lot easier. So will this one. Let's actually just get rid of the zoning on the at the beginning there. Okay, very good. And same here. We won't put any zoning on the entry road, just on the core part of this division, this subdivision. Oh, I have a couple of dead-end streets there. I don't care, though. I think I kind of like the way they're set up. And we'll put houses here, and people will hate my friggin' guts for it. But that's okay. It's their choice to move in there. The highway literally was there first. So, water. Water is actually not good. So we need to fix that. With our massive overkill on pipe overlap. And let's get it started. Let's see how it goes. So this is now wired up. The Necropolis Cemetery District is happy. Should probably make this a district as well. What are we going to call this one? The name Squirrel Park came to mind, and I kind of like it. Although my terrible spelling may defeat me. There we go. Squirrel Park, whether it's spelled right or not. So far we've got a few parks on the outskirts without power. This area is getting powered up nicely. We're actually at lower population than what we were when we started. Looks like we have a bit of a death wave going on there, so I'm actually gonna turn these off and allow them to grab some bodies. So let's just go ahead and do that. It's a little time consuming. So this right here will be my method of dealing with death waves on at least this side of the river. I may set up another complex like this on the far side of the river. Squirrel Park, Lake Park. I'm going to rename that to River Park, actually. How's this working out so far for people? Decently so far. I mean, it's messing with traffic a little bit. They kind of pause multiple times, but... we'll see what happens. If it gets too busy, this is very easy to convert to a roundabout, especially since I've already got the roundabout loop set up. So hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem. What could be a problem, though, is we may overload the highway down here. I think that happens. I think there was something funky that happened during my test play. We do have a crap ton of dead bodies over there, though. And we're losing money. Which sucks. Although, it looks like the entire region is now powered up, which is very good. Now, how's the subway station doing? Not too many people using it yet. Bunch of people getting off, though, so that's good. Now a bunch waiting for the bus, bunch more just walking home. Oh, right, I need to kill some traffic lights, guys. I'm sorry. Let's get that done before things get too busy around here. Yeah, for now, traffic lights to a minimum. We'll put them in only if and only if we need them. I think we'll keep this one here for now. Definitely don't want any in this big mess of a lovely roundabout. In fact, can I do anything with this? Can I, like, surround it with trees or something? I can try. And we are making money now. We're making 6,000. Before we were losing 6,000. So that looks like it's just coming from people moving in and stuff. Alright. So we have some demand for commercial and either industrial or just offices. Can apparently buy a new piece of land if we need to. How is our power situation at the moment? We're doing fine for now, so we don't need to buy a new piece of land for power to, like, put an area for nuclear power. Sorry, guys. That's me giving you half of my complete thought. So, I was considering putting, like, a nuclear plant upriver here where it's less inhabited, or maybe putting one down here closer to the coast. But I do like the idea of having it right next to all the water pumps, because that kind of simulates in a sense that it's drawing a lot of water from the river, and a good portion of that's going to the nuclear plant, which the game represents to an extent. Nuclear plants take a lot of water. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of what we want to do next. A new industrial zone's a possibility, but I would kind of like to move the nuclear plant. But then again, I could build... I could get just a new region as well. So it does look like we'll be able to expand at least out here. That's another question, is where do I want to expand? Do I want to expand on this side of the highway? Did I want to... I probably don't want to expand here right away, but I would like to expand here and also down here. I think more so here because I want to continue this on. I did this as a D-interchange early on, fully expecting to have a transit corridor going from one end, from the north to the south, and this just kind of tapers off here. We also need to do some work on this as well. There should be more stations in here. Like, there should be a full station right here. So perhaps that's a project for another video, is to put a proper passenger terminal down here. And possibly a proper passenger terminal for all of these, actually. I mean, that's the style that we did over here, is we just had 6-line stations all the time. So maybe we should just do the same thing. I think my original idea, the original concept I had was to split off the railway lines and have them go in different directions. But so far that hasn't happened yet. If I do have them go off in different directions, I'll have them go off in different directions after this one, and then after this one, I think. It makes sense for them to terminate here in the south. Yeah. Anyway, guys, the city is growing. We're back to 69,000 people. It should be on track to just continue to pick up all of that wonderful growth. And traffic doesn't look too bad right now. Yeah, 73%. It's not bad. This area right here is a little heavy on traffic. Yeah, this actually is slowing us down a little bit. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. It's not as bad as here, though. This is a friggin' nightmare. And it certainly does not help that everybody is turning left to get on the highway there. that is an area that is in desperate need of a better designed interchange. But to do that would be pretty tricky. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna stop this video here. So we got Squirrel Park there. Squirrel Park has been built. It'll be developing hopefully within the next couple of episodes here, and maybe we'll get ourselves to the final milestone of 90,000 people. And from there, I'm hoping to get to the easy jumping point of 100,000 people, and then just go up from there and hopefully get to at least 1 million, preferably 2. But that's going to be a ways off. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.